Alright, so today's video is pretty loud. It's going to be about this Honda Z. I probably won't be able to go into like the driving portion of the Honda Z because there's other videos that I've made of driving this Z when the first day that I picked it up, but I more just want to show you this particular Z because I've also reviewed other Zs in the past, and this one isn't anything like super unique about it other than it went from Cardiel Page to Raymond, then from Raymond to me, Mendy Imports. And so it's for sale, it's available. There's a couple people interested, and so I wanted to make this video so you could see this particular Z, if that makes sense. So it's got 99,410 kilometers, and I'll put down below how many miles that is. It currently has this radio setup. I probably have a radio setup inside my garage that I'll end up putting in this because unfortunately this is really cool, what it shows on here, but unfortunately it doesn't want to function. And this is a TV, which is pretty cool. It used to open and then it stopped working, which is kind of unfortunate. We'll kind of go over the interior here. You got your standard controls. You have, you know, to place it where you want to go, your heat, and then obviously the speed control. One significant thing about this is Rob has one and it has an auto mode. This one does not. So I speculate that this is not the fully loaded package. It does have, you know, obviously for recirculating or going inside or out. It also has an ETC reader, which, let's see if it says anything. Samba is... That's the loudest, and it actually also has a turbo timer that's down here. I think it was glued here, but detailers have put it down there. Obviously, color matched interior panels to the outside paint. Little storage pocket, No fog lights on this particular model. This is your wallet, purse, holding area. You have your mirror. This is for your ETC reader. This one does come with a mirror, which is pretty cool. Fun size mirror too, not a little one. Let's see, does a passenger? The passenger does not. It does have lights, both where you can turn them on while you're driving, like map lights or interior lights. In this particular case, we'll leave it on for that. We open the door, yep, those go on. No grab handle on this side, grab handle on this side, none on the pillars. This does have power windows, automatic driver, manual for the passenger, and then obviously you can shut it off so it can't go up and down. Only the drivers will work on that. Manual folding mirrors, but power mirrors to adjust the mirrors, I guess you could say. I have to figure out what this is for. I don't know that I've ever seen this being taken up by anything in the Zs. Obviously your hazard button, your defrost button in this case, we can turn it on, but there's really no necessary need for that. This is foggy because they shampooed everything in here and made it look like $1 million. If you saw my video, Nick's video, this was kind of filthy dirty from just being at the port, being at Ray's house. Let's take it to another spot so I can give you a full walk around of the outside, under the hood or the front, and then under the actual hood back here. I guess I can give you somewhat of a driving portion, but I'm not going very far and I'm not going very fast to justify showing what quote-unquote a driving portion of this would be. So it's a great city car. It's actually a great highway car too. It has a lot of get up and go for what it needs. I mean, you're not winning any races with this car, that's for sure, but it does have the power to get up and go, and it will go 80 miles per hour. Have you seen in my past videos or somebody else's past videos? But it does have that power. It's interesting. It's still warming up. It's kind of a colder day. It's actually a much warmer day than normal here in Mamaroneck, New York, or Connecticut, where I'm at. The East Coast, I guess you say, the tri-state area. I think we're up to like 47 degrees, almost 50 degrees, which is nuts because we got snow last night and it was like 3 inches, but it melted away really quickly. Anyway. Okay, so let's finish giving you the interior look around now that it's been detailed. It does have a couple burn marks, so it must have been a smoker's car at some point. The roof doesn't really reflect that, so it may have been somebody that smoked, but I really don't know. That's such a weird spot there. Carpets are in really good condition. I like that the Z, and you still have the blue embroidery on the sides. One thing that's missing is this little grab to stop it from moving around. And I gotta say, that is probably the most annoying thing. You have your dead man's pedal, obviously your ETC, your turbo timer down here. this little area here. Let me show you the back. Back here, you have the matching carpet with the center that pulls off. You have matching seats in the rear, which are all in great condition. The unfortunate part about the Z is it never came with these headrests for some reason. This front seat's nice, no burn marks or anything on this. I like to point out flaws and let people see them so that you know what you're getting yourself into, whether you're locally, whether you're buying this car anywhere. That way you don't think that there's, you know, going to be something off. And Ray from Anything Wheel did service this, so this is when it was serviced, and so it will have fresh pretty much everything. Let's go around to the other side. While we're at it, we'll pop the front. We'll go to the rear. And now we get to see the rear. Carpet's in nice, clean condition. Just a little fuzz that's there. Obviously, you have your seats that go up and down by just pulling that, pulling this, and pulling this. And then you get to the fun part where it's your engine cover. So let me pull this out and then undo the engine cover and show you what's under there. So you can tell Ray did the timing belt and the water pump. They did it 11/17 of 2024. So I'm assuming that's November 17th of 2024, if I'm reading that correctly. And then it looks like something else was done here. So you can see it. This is in real time. Let me undo them quickly though. If you undo the engine cover, you now get to see the engine. Looks like there is no crazy rust or rot on here. Only thing I noticed that was a little funky was maybe they ran a wire or something through this hole, because it's missing the original plug, it looks like, that was there before. But sounds like a nice healthy engine. Nothing crazy to report here. You have your intercooler down there. Looks like he might have done all the plugs and the coils is what it looks like, because the coils look fairly new. I don't believe the detailers touched anything under here to undo anything, but nice engine bay, nice and clean. Your turbo, I believe, is right there. You can't really see it. Now you can. Overall, good, great. I love that this car, Ray did all the service to it, because he went all in depth and he made a whole video about it. So that's, in my opinion, that's good for me, because now you as the consumer who wants to buy it, makes it easier to see, okay, all the services that have been done. Because not every vehicle that I get has services that are done. That's just the name of the game. Because if I had every vehicle serviced, I probably wouldn't get them for months on end. But I'll put this back together. We'll get it all back in, and then we'll go to the passenger side. I have to add, listen how loud it gets to almost quiet down. And that's with no sound deadening. That's what that's for. Matter of minutes, it's all back together. If you're wondering what these straps are for, these turn all the way around, and that's what holds these seats from coming crashing down on you when you're servicing the engine. Now let's go to the front passenger side and show you the front passenger side. Again, nice Honda Z. Carpet underneath is in still pretty good condition. The Z itself is in great condition. Carpets, seats, you kind of saw it already. Obviously has a nice little compartment. This fell off, so still have that. It just needs to be taped on. I'll show you the imperfections with that. Detailers try to clean it up as best as possible. And then everything that came with the Z. This is cool that it has Honda Z booklet and all that. I don't know how many of them usually come with that. So it has that, and that's pretty much it for the interior purposes. Let's go to the front area, which is kind of still considered the interior and not the engine bay. And then I'll show you the outside and any imperfections, in my opinion. When we go to the front area, we pop this guy, put him on there. Let's open this up, see what's in there. Any goodies? Nothing. Just a bungee cord. Probably came from Japan. Your jack and everything is under there. Under here, the front area, I guess you could see. Nothing crazy, just a ton of leaves, which is really annoying. But there are leaves here. But it makes you wonder, like, how the heck did all this stuff get in here? But there are leaves no more. Little bit of surface rust on certain points down here. Nothing as far as rust or rot on the shock towers. I will say it's got HIDs, and the reason I know it's HIDs is because it has a ballast here, and then it also has a ballast down here. So those lights have been replaced. Battery seems to be in great condition. I don't remember if Ray replaced this battery. I don't think he did, but I think Maybe he did though, because when we picked it up at the port, I know that it had a pretty dead battery, but it hasn't given me any issues as far as the battery dying or anything like that. So obviously spare tire looks to be in pretty good shape. It's got air in it. It's nothing crazy. Little bit of surface rust there. Here's the VIN number if you're interested in it. PA13010751. Finishes it for the hood. I will show the hood under here. Again, just surface rust in some areas, nothing crazy. A little bit in there. Now where the imperfections start to come in certain places are like the hood here. It's got a little bit of rust there. Again, nothing crazy. I think if you sand this down, fill it in, and repaint it, recoat it, it would look good. Or even if you wrap the front end, I think it would look good. Obviously, bumper is sun faded. It's got this body kit, which I'm personally not a big fan of. If you're a fan of this, it's a Medulla body kit, so it's cool because it's got it matching all the way around. Let's see, no imperfections on these panels. Again, just surface rust in these areas. Surface rust on the wipers. As far as the roof goes, one surface rust that is just, it looks like it's rotted, but it's not. It's just, I think something landed on it. Nobody ever coated it, so it has a lot of surface rust. We obviously have an antenna. Never really pull those out. Door wise, looks like there's just a ding here and a ding there. I forgot my pointer. Shout out to Rob, because Rob got me a pointer, but I forgot it today. The body kit does look like it's seen some better days. It's not terrible, but it's being held on. It hasn't flown off. Hasn't made any weird noise on the road. Tires seem to be in really good shape. I think they had probably been replaced before it came from Japan to here. You start to see some imperfections are in the rear bumper, in the areas that somebody did touch up with some touch-up paint. Again, you have the rear skirt back there. Looks like somebody might have backed into something there. Where you start to see the imperfections on the trunks is you could see where the paint has faded here and what might have had something there. It had a sticker here, they removed it. Obviously the UM4 emblem goes here, and that will probably pretty much cover all that if you put 3M double-sided stick tape. Same thing to here. They didn't take the emblem off, so it's pretty grimy back there. I don't know if the camera picks it up. There's a dent that looks like it's all across this, which probably wouldn't take much to pop out. Honestly, you would take this off, pop it back in, and you're good to go. It looks like they did carry something that nicked up the back. A little bit of surface rust there, nothing crazy. You can see the top portion, not bad. All the other panels seem to be in pretty good condition. Obviously sun fade on the rear bumper, dings over here, a ding over there. Overall, the car's in really great shape in my opinion. It's not the best Z that there is. It's not Rob quality Z, but I think with the way that they just detailed it, I think it's pretty nice. I am asking, I believe it's $6,500 for it, or best offer. I need to move it. I know there's some interested people on it, potential trades or people that just want to give me cash for it. I'm very motivated to sell it, so it's got to go. I guess another imperfection on the bodywork here and here. But overall in great shape. Let's show you the undercarriage. Nothing crazy as far as rust or rot. Gas tank, engine, exhaust. Again, all look to be in pretty good shape. Nothing crazy to report. Overall, great car. I think most of all of them do this. The rubbers just get pretty brittle and they start to pick up. Areas like that they didn't really get. These, in my opinion, are really annoying. Let me tell you why. Let me actually show you why. Because when you get in and you're driving, and I'll show you my POV. So this is my POV. When I turn to see what's coming, that's my height. basically is what I'm looking at. You're at Mendy's eye level. You catch this, so you can't see over that way, which is annoying because then you have to kind of do this. And same thing with that. You kind of miss that portion. It's not the end of the world. I think it's fine for what it is. It's you can get rid of those very easily. Overall, I think the car's great. I think the car drives great. The biggest selling factor of this is the fact that it's been serviced, and all the major service has been done by Ray previously. It is an automatic transmission with 4 speeds all the way down to 2. You can't really get to 1. There is no overdrive button on these. There's also an ashtray. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'll probably put my phone number here at this portion of the video because I know a lot of people have been able to reach me, because not everybody is well versed in technology or social media. So 203-940-1259, you can call me, and we can get this situated. We can get this car sold. If you want it delivered or shipped anywhere, I can ship pretty much anywhere. It's obviously on your cost, but shoot me a message if you're very motivated. Sometimes I work with you where I make it worth your while to get it shipped to wherever you may be. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Until next time, I'm gonna go enjoy the Z for a little bit more now that it's nice and clean. Back of the detailers, I forgot one flaw to point out is this steering wheel is kind of chewed up here, but have no fear. Ray did buy a second one, so I do have a second one. I don't think I'll be able to get to it changing it, but it will be part of the deal that you will get it. It obviously won't have all this chewness. Your airbag, you'll just be able to move it from there or from here to the new one. But yes, that's the only thing.